What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be touching on Kiruru Kill Me Volume 1. Now, this is one that I have had on my shelf for a few months, and I started reading it a little bit a while back, but I kind of put it down just to pause and wait on it for a bit. But I was like, you know what? It's February. Love is in the air. So let's go back to Kiruru Kill Me, especially because Volume 2 is going to be coming out in the coming weeks. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back and touch on this series. So first of all, the story and art is done by Yasuhiro Kano. It is published by Seven Seas. And yeah, this is up front, I'll say this is a pretty meaty, pretty thick volume, all things considered. Cause this one, it's got 9 chapters in it, which is a lot. And they feel like, like they're not like super long, but I feel like they're long enough. I feel like they're a little bit longer than the standard chapters, maybe. I don't know, maybe just because of how much is in it, it just feels like it's longer than what it is. But yeah, so the basic premise of Kiruru Kill Me is that it follows a young man. I believe he's in his 20s or so. But basically he has everything in the world, He looks good, he's super smart, he's a prodigy, and he's the heir to a pharmaceutical empire. So he's like the director of like his family's pharmaceutical company. And so pretty much he has just about everything a person could want in life. Like I said, looks, smarts, wealth, but like a lot of greats in history, he doesn't have love. And so things kind of kick off with so I guess I should say, so the just make sure I get my info right. So the guy in question, his name is, where is it? Al Nemo. AOI Nemo. Al Nemo. That's what I'm just gonna say it like that. And the woman that's on the cover is Akumi Kiruru. So one day he's at this like big fancy event for the company or whatever, and she is there, and I think she's there secretly, like, or she's there as like a bartender or waitress or something or whatever. So anywho, he sees her. It's practically love at first sight for him. And after that night, he's thinking about that. That's all he can do is just think about her. And so he's like, man, I want to see her again. But I don't even know. At the time, he didn't even know what her name was or nothing. So because of how wealthy he is and who he is, he has connections super high up. So he ends up hiring some like Secret Service type of people to find out who this woman was, and ends up finding out, okay, her name is Akumi Kiruru. But they also discover that she is an assassin. So of course that kind of throws a little bit of a wrench into things, or so you would think. So so Nemo comes up with a brilliant idea of like, you know what? The perfect way for me to get this woman to come back is that he anonymously puts in a hit on himself. He hires her to basically kill him as ways of them meeting. And so this series, it's just like a fun action comedy series with a little bit of romance. A little bit on the spicy side too. Nothing too much goes on, but between what Nemo is imagining and just like certain shots of like Kiru and different situations that they're both in or whatever, I really like it like that because, of course, hey, this these are all adult characters, which is automatically a win in my book for this type of series. But yeah, and so the rest of the volume is pretty much just like a series of events of him setting things up in a way of like, oh hey, I'm gonna be having a meeting at this big conference, or and he's like slipping anonymous tips or whatever in as far as like, oh, he'll be at this event and at 2 o'clock he'll be going to this private room or whatever, just as a way to kind of give her hints to get to him. And so, but the crazy thing is, because of him being a genius and him working for a pharmaceutical company, he has all types of gadgets to kind of protect himself from being murdered. Cause slight spoiler for like one of the first times they encounter each other again, after he sets up a hit on himself, she basically gets a drop on him, and it looks like she slashes his throat, but he has like this like skin graft armor on like vital points of his body, as far as like his neck, certain parts of like his torso, all the main parts of the different ligaments and stuff. And so the first time she's like, what the heck? Because she knows she's an assassin. Like, she took a blade to his neck and he's still up and walking around. And so it's just all types of stuff like that all throughout, and I love that, like, of course, she's getting frustrated because so this is kind of like her first big hit as an assassin, as I guess is becoming a professional assassin, because there's like a whole bureau and organization of like the League of Assassins, or the Assassins Association, or whatever it's called. And so, but because of the kind of back and forth of her going on all these missions trying to get him, but he keep on making it out, it eventually starts to get to a point where people are kind of questioning, like, man, like, do you suck at your job? As far as like her killing people, like, you kind of suck at this. Like, you've got so many attempts, but he's still alive. And so it's kind of like starting to like affect her reputation. And it's also kind of in a way, Nemo is kind of also starts to think like, man, maybe I should kind of like ease up a bit, because, is she going to get discouraged or whatever the case may be. So, but yeah, overall, it is, like I said, it is just like a super fun, just back and forth, with these two characters. I enjoy some of the like supporting cast that's kind of been sprinkled in throughout, like Nemo's, like his best friend from college, whatever, is like his like number one partner, his company that works with him in the lab on producing like different medicines and stuff like that. And then later on, we kind of get introduced to some other assassins that Kiruru is working with. And so, yeah, it's just kind of just fun, just kind of seeing the potential of this series and this world kind of expanding. Now, with me reading this, it kind of got me thinking that I'm noticing a pattern in recent things that I have been watching and reading, that I don't know what it says about me per se. The fact that, I read Succubus and Hitman. I'm now reading Kiruru Kill Me, and I've also been watching the anime Love of Kill. And all of these, especially Kiruru and Love of Kill, deal with an assassin type of relationship and stuff. Because those are all them that might have listened to or watched already. My Succubus and Hitman reviewed, that was also a situation of, but that one's a little bit more darker tone in a sense. But it also kind of deals with this guy being a hitman for this succubus demon thing, demon woman. And then, of course, Love of Kill is two assassins that kind of have some type of relationship or trying to have some type of relationship building thing going on, but they're kind of like, two different assassins that keep crossing paths. And now Kiruru, trying to assassinate Nemo, who has a big crush on her. So yes, I don't know what that says about what I'm into currently, but I'm loving it, because all of these are fun series. Definitely, like I said, Succubus and Hitman, that's definitely way more on the like darker, super violent tone. But check out Love of Kill as well, because that has been a very awesome anime to watch. But anywho, but yeah. So like I said, I don't want to get into like too many specifics with it, because like I said, it's just a fun series to just read and experience. But like I said, I think I am definitely going to be picking up Volume 2. I don't know if I'll get to pick it up as soon as it comes out later this month, but I definitely will be continuing to read this series, because like I said, it's fun. Just sitting there back and forth, what types of gadgets and stuff he is going to be coming up with, as well as like Kiruru getting way more serious with some of these assassination attempts and stuff. So and just seeing, just like I said, like for the most part, it's kind of like a one-sided romantic interest, whatever. Because I love like the narrator is kind of narrating his thoughts and stuff, whatever. But yeah, but overall, like I said, it has just been a very fun read. I'm gonna see if I can find a appropriate panel to show, but yeah, like I said, it's fun with just enough spiciness sprinkled into it to where, if you're like I said, just looking for a little bit more adult fun reading, like I said, like nothing super graphic or whatever. There is like I guess like minor nudity a little bit with Kiruru here and there, but yeah, but she just looks so freaking cute and adorable and stuff. So but yeah, like I said, just definitely highly recommended to check out this series if you're looking for a fun time. But yeah, so good stuff. And like I said, there are some other characters and stuff I wanted to kind of touch on, but I'll just kind of tease like Nemo's uncle, the VP of the company, whatever. He's a dog. As far as like him using his nephew's popularity and stuff to basically kind of help him get all these women and stuff as he's traveling abroad and stuff, because it's just one of the situations of like, by association of like, Nemo, you're his uncle, or so. But anywho, enough of that. Like I said, check out Kiruru, or if you have checked it out, let me know in the comments below what you think of the series. If you have read Volume 1, are you looking to picking up Volume 2? And yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I'll see y'all soon for more reviews and more discussions. So as always, make sure, if you're not already, make sure you're following the podcast on all podcast streaming services. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that'll be it. So y'all be easy. Y'all have an awesome day. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Rob out.